I went for a walk and I was thinking of a few things about healing trauma and stuff, and I really want to do more videos on how to heal trauma and how to feel safe and comforted in your environment and at home, and how to do other things too, like cooking and other things I love, like painting and stuff. So there will be more videos up that are like more like that. I hope that's okay with you. Yeah, it doesn't have to just be covers, but I love making covers and I love making music, so there'll be like a melange of that. I don't know why it takes me so long to edit my videos though. It really shouldn't take me so long, but I am so much of a perfectionist, and I keep thinking about all these different things that really don't matter when you think about it. It's like I think about like the social aspect, or like if someone will, I don't know, if I'm doing something to offend somebody and I don't even know it, you know? I guess I like over edit my videos. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. The other day I did a video about speech and multiple personality disorder and having different speeches and to protect yourself, like different ways of talking, and it was like really long, and I don't know if I'm gonna post it, but a lot has happened to me in the past 2 years. Car accident and family issues, major family issues, and living at home issues. And I started, like, you can see how it was like getting worse, and I didn't even like vlog too much about it, but like I had a few vlogs that I didn't post like around the time things were getting heated, and like I was like apprehending that something would happen, and then like a year comes and like, stuff happens, and it's still a mystery. I'm still so confused why that kind of stuff happens and has happened in my past. And the thing is I realize a lot of people have what I have, trauma. I know that it's one of the YouTube words that are banned that can get your channel demonetized and blocked and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to use that word or write it on the screen, so maybe I'll make one video where I tell you guys like the code words, and then so I guess I'm gonna call trauma T, so you guys know. In case I can't include certain words, I'm just gonna say T is trauma. Yeah, it's been really weird, and I want to help you guys heal too. I know there's people out there that have what I have, and I see you and I want to help you too. And it's normal to have the physical body change a lot when you're going through that. Something that I realized on my walk is how hard it is to talk at home, and it's very hard to speak like everyone's listening to you. And I don't know if you guys have like paranoia like I have like extreme paranoia with sounds and like anybody hearing me talk. Like that's why I always put on the fan or like some muffling noise, because like I just can't stand it. I feel like I'm constantly being watched, surveilled, and listened to. And so I feel like I should wear this shirt every single time that I make a video that relates to trauma and healing trauma and everything like that. This year was really tough for me because of healing from a certain thing, feeling like I was scared, losing weight, always feeling scared, still feeling scared right now. And you also lose your identity when you go through trauma, and oxytocin, like we were talking about, oxytocin can help bring back your identity, and as well as like it comforts you, so it's like very comforting. It's a comforting endorphin hormone, so that's why I feel like people, and it's funny because I was like females, males, and it's like it's not about that as much as it is abuser victim. And I'm not trying to say males are the abusers and females are the victims. No, I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. I'm just saying that at the time I was being targeted by a lot of males. That doesn't mean that males are, there are very narcissistic women and abusive women out there. So I'm not taking any sides. I'm just saying that this is like about the victim, like victims or thrivers or however you want to call us, I guess you could say. We need that cuddle hormone. We need that like touch and that like energy of cuddling and like the warmth and the laughter, and like we need that to heal so badly. So, oh, and also you can heal, like I'm just throwing out random facts, but you can heal from trauma to a certain point, and then you think you're fine and you're like, oh yeah, I'm fine, like I'm good now, I'm at a level, like I've done it, I'm at a level and I'm gonna move on with my life now. And then you start a new job, or you run into somebody random that triggers you again or traumatizes you again, and then everything falls back. And you think, how did this happen? Like, how in the world did I get to a certain point of my healing, and then someone randomly out of the blue comes and knocks it all over, and I thought I was fine, but this small little insignificant event bursted everything, the dam open, basically, the dam of water. It's like making loud noises makes me so, like, my heart breaks basically when I make a loud noise, like I drop something, because I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at. And it's literally like my spikes come out and I'm like, oh my gosh, like fight or flight happens basically. I have a story basically of, this is really embarrassing, really embarrassing. So, well, not really embarrassing, but it's like, it hurts me to tell this story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway because this might help somebody and you might relate to this. So, okay, for my real estate course, I had to take like an articling segment and I had to smush it all into one semester, and it was like really stressful. And so there's this one place that we get lunch at, like all the realtors would go to a cafe to get food, and I've been here before. I've been to this place. It's at this university campus. It's gonna be like every day I'm gonna be spending money to buy a coffee and to buy lunch, and it's going to make me feel like it's not worth it. I should just bring my lunch, and plus they're not gonna have any no carb food there, so I'm gonna just bring like a soup or something that I made at home, and it's going to be, and I'm going to stretch it out, and it's going to be really affordable. I know that there's nowhere to go eat at these places. There's like this small cafe that does not have any low carb foods. I'm going to bring my coffee from home, and I'm going to bring my lunch from home, so that like I don't have to buy it. It'll be really affordable. And yeah, so I'm gonna just do that. So I brought my coffee in a bag. You know how at Starbucks you can ask for hot water or water for free and you can get it filled up? That's what I did, thinking it was Starbucks. And so I asked the lady if I could have hot water in my cup that I brought from home. And she's like, oh sure honey, and she like fills it up. And I'm like, thank you. And I walk over to the bar in the middle where you put like milk and stuff in. I'm not putting stuff in, I'm not like stealing milk. I am putting the coffee grinds, like the instant coffee grinds, into the cup, mixing it into the water. And mind you, I was wearing like black shiny high heels. I was wearing a fancy outfit, and that could have been why also. And she didn't seem too happy, but when I put it in, I dumped the coffee grinds in, and look at me going over this story like a bunch of times even though it does. She stopped me, like she had like a lineup of people, oops sorry, there's like a lineup of people in line to get their coffee and their stuff, and she was like, sweetheart, and like everybody turned around and looked at me, and she's like, what do you think you're doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just adding the coffee grinds to the coffee. And she's like, no, you gonna purchase a coffee. You gotta get in line and purchase a coffee. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. And I like just like walk away. And it's so mortified. I'm so mortified I just told this story. Okay. I'm still traumatized from that. And that was in 2017, October. And I was so embarrassed that the whole like 2 classes saw me, and they probably didn't really know what was going on, but I felt like such a criminal. Like I felt like I broke the law. I can't believe I did that. Like I stole water, like, you know what I mean? The dumb I'm not gonna say the word because that's another banned word on YouTube, is BL Diamonds are a girl's best friend. That word is banned. So you can't say that. Or your video will get demonetized. So I can't say that word. Imagine that. So that's kind of like what that's an example of me breaking down. Like, it broke down a lot of my progress in 2017 from that event. And I honestly didn't want to bother anybody. I did not want to steal anything. I didn't want to... My point is that random events like that can really thwart our progress. I know it's really hard because what do you do in situations where you're about to get re-traumatized again? With the coffee incident, that's so embarrassing. I feel better that I talked about it though. I feel like it was like a weight lifted off of me. How degrading that was, humiliating that was, how I didn't mean to do it, and I think I was a little bit inexperienced, if you know what I mean, to not know. But if people knew my past and what I've learned socially over time, I think I'm doing a good job learning. So it's not easy to know social cues when you didn't learn them at a certain age. So, but still, it's like embarrassing. And trauma survivors share the knowledge of knowing how when you're about to get yelled at by somebody, you know the feeling, like that build up, like right before the storm, like when the thunderclouds are like, you can just feel the wind and the tension building, and like, you know, it's about to rain, like really, really, really pour, and it's like building up. You know that feeling. You know you don't want the whatever it is. That's when fight or flight mode is switching on. You know, like it's fight, flight, fawn, freeze. Anyway, I figured out something. When the tension's building and you're like, oh no, they're gonna yell at me. Oh no, like I can't move. I'm like stuck here and like I can't fight, and I'm like, okay, so this is what you do. But this is like dissociation. So like this is natural, but I had this idea to like hum a song, or you could start to think of something in your head. If you have earphones, it's amazing. Okay, you can use the earphones, play music, and then you could walk away if it's safe enough. If it's not safe enough, probably don't want you to do this. I don't recommend you do this. And I'm just saying I have an idea of what to do to combat this. Think of your favorite fruit or favorite flower or favorite piece of nature and start to go, flowers, or watermelon in your head. Like as the tension's building, just go, watermelons are so good. But like I just thought of that. I'm like, oh, maybe I should share this to people that also have this problem. When I get close to people walking on the street, I start to freak out. And this might be similar to other trauma survivors and what they do too. And so like when you get close to somebody, you just start to like freak out, like, oh my gosh, someone is walking my direction. Oh my gosh. So like, first of all, you social distance and you walk away to the other side of the street. But something that helps me is like as I'm walking, because it's so awkward, it's like, oh my gosh, you like can think about watermelon, or think about like a person you like, or think about something to save you from that situation, like fashion if that's something you like. If you're a guy, you can think about a warm hug from a girl you like, or like food that you like, or cars that you like. You could think about cool cars that inspire you. Music that you like, you can think about that. Those are some things that you can do so to dissociate while you're fighting, because you're not fighting, you're not freezing. It really does help, I think, like the watermelon trick. There are times when trauma survivors will think that they are bad, or they will basically think that they're the problem, or think that because so many people keep affirming that they suck, basically. It's like you suck so many times that you start to believe it, and you start to think that you're a bad person. And it's just that you need healing and you need to be more in touch with yourself, of course, like that's what it's about, but, and then there's always Jesus. And I have a PSA announcement. This lion necklace giveaway. Yes, it was me who was saying that about the animal necklace, and if you want it, one day hopefully I can give it to you. I know this is like weird timing to do this in my video. I'm a weirdo, I know. Why would I even? But I think it's really cute and it doesn't look good on a girl. It's too chunky. It would look better on you, so I'm waiting to give this to you one day. I do know though, for trauma heal, it is really hard to trust people, and it's hard to open your feelings and then get them crushed and then open them again. That is like trying to open the yoni, and when the yoni is shut down, it's very difficult to reopen. When I'm going on a walk, I wanted to say this publicly, how embarrassing, but like when I walk out in nature on the road and stuff like that, I hear this voice in my head that says, you don't deserve to look at nature or the sky or the lawns or the trees or whatever. You're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not young enough, you're not, you don't have a good career, like you don't deserve to look up from your phone. So whenever I see people walking, I like instantly look back at my phone and I just pretend I'm like texting somebody, because I don't feel good enough to look at the sky or at the flowers or trees or lawn or anything really, the blossoms. I want to ask if anybody else has this, and if you do, just like this video, I guess. I don't want people to like have to expose themselves in the comments like, oh yes, I have this problem too. It's so embarrassing. It's also shameful, because it's like, why? But I don't feel like I deserve it, especially when I'm alone. Like I don't even look to be one with the grass, but I feel like I'll stare too long and people will see me staring too long and they'll be like, ugh, she's such a weirdo, or like think that in their minds, like judge me. I might have had something like that happen before, and that's why I kind of feel that way. You know, it sucks to go through life not knowing who you are and trying not to be yourself because you believe that you're weird, or you believe that you're not good enough, or you believe that you don't deserve happiness or whatever like that. Like it's really bad, because you do. And you look back at time passing and you're like, well, I wish I actually like looked at the trees in the sky, and I really looked at the tulips and the flowers, and there's something about the peace of being alone when you're a trauma survivor, because you enjoy the comfort of not having to deal with a person that you cannot trust to respect your boundaries or respect your peace of mind or respect your weird triggers that you have. Nobody's triggers are weird, they're kind of weird though. Like, I mean, mine are. And to expect people to know how to tiptoe around them is just, it's better to just be alone, right? I remember the days when I was so healed that I would walk outside with my camera on and I would like laugh really loud, not caring what people thought, and kind of be obnoxious in a way, like, and I would just be like, look at the trees and the flowers, and I would kind of like allow myself to be happy in front of other people, and it was like the weirdest thing. I never thought I could do that, and I can say that I got there one day. It's not like that now, but I was there, and I could probably get back to that, and I'm excited to get back to that and stay there forever, like no matter what. The more that I love curtain bangs. I always try to make my hair look like I have curtain bangs. I always try, like, I notice that when you're around a person that's emotionally abused you, you start to become like them. Like, it's like you grow their head on top of your head. Bill or Billy? Okay, let's just say Billy. Say Billy is a bully and he hurt you before, and he's an emotionally abusive person, and he looks a certain way and he talks a certain way, and when you're in front of him you start to take on his personality traits just because you're with him. And if he's mean, you're mean. You're mean. If he's hurting someone else, you hurt somebody else, and you don't even know why you're doing this. And you're just like, wait, I thought I had control over my body. Wait, why am I acting like this? It's because your identity becomes lost through the trauma, and you take on their personality, whether it's a narcissistic streak or not. If you have NPD, that's different, but like, if you just are an empath, you can have narcissistic streaks because of who you're with, and that's scary. Because it's like, you just don't know who you're gonna end up with and who's gonna alter the course of who you are and your identity. I think that I'll put a watermelon emoji at the end of this title because I don't know. Should I call this video romantically lustfully gazing at nature, or is that like not appropriate? Will I get in trouble for that? I always ask myself that. Do you always ask yourself that too, where it's like, am I gonna get in trouble? Am I gonna get in trouble? Am I gonna get yelled at? Am I gonna get a ticket? Am I gonna get like written up? I mean, I came from a very strict school where if your knee socks were down, you get like written up. If you have nail polish, you get written up, like that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, going back to the thing I was saying is like, I wonder if anybody else has that thing where it's like, I don't deserve to look at the sky. So I'm gonna give myself a little goal, let you know if I do it, to look at the sky, to like actually be one with the sky, to gaze at the sky, lustfully gaze at the sky and like love it, dance with it, be one with the sky and the trees and the grass and the flowers. And even if I have to go backwards, like who walks backwards? But like I would, because if there's these gorgeous magnolia blossoms or just blossoms in general that are at the corner of a street and they're like falling down, and I walk by them, I'm like, oh, those are so pretty, but I walked by and I can't go back because then it's social distancing problem. But once the people leave, I can walk backwards and then I can go to the corner where that blossom tree is and I can take selfies in front of it, or I can just be with the blossoms and be like, oh, I want them to fall all over me, or whatever that is. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's possible to still do that. And I hope that helps somebody and makes them want to do that goal too, together, and like walk backwards if you have to, just to get that shot with the magnolias, you know, just to get that little piece of blossom in your hair. Make sure you do. Going into the topic of romantically lustfully gazing at nature, trauma survivors usually love to be laughing, enjoying themselves, having fun, just having fun, watching animals at play, looking and admiring nature, singing, dancing, walking down the street, having a good time, not getting into any trouble, trying to stay out of trouble, moving the body, cooking, again, herbs and spices, mixing them, cutting them, chopping them, being one with the food, being one with the environment so that the integration can happen in the body, in the identity integration can happen, because of trauma we have split soul, personality, soul tie issues. All of that kind of comes from disintegration. So if you can integrate yourself through happiness and like cooking, cleaning is actually amazing. If someone yells at you, or you get in trouble, or you have a fight with somebody, or you have a lot on your mind, just get up and start cleaning. Like literally, just get up and start cleaning. Yeah, it'll feel amazing. But anyway, going back to the gazing at nature. Okay, so I feel like people are judging me, or bad people want to take advantage of me when I like stare too long. Like if you're staring at like the magnolia tree and you're like, and then you look back and then there's people walking and they're like, it's good for trauma survivors to admire nature and to try to be with it, but how do we get around the people that are making fun of our desires or looking at us weird, or I don't know. I thought of something too. It's like, if you take out your phone to take a picture of nature and you see somebody staring at you like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you taking a picture of the tree in my yard? You could literally just smile while you're taking the picture, and as soon as you smile, it's like a human thing. It's like they can see the humanity in you and they like relax. And so even though they're like, don't take a picture of my, and then they're like, oh, she's smiling. Oh, if you're smiling, they kind of see, oh, she's happy, oh, maybe it's not so bad. And then as you're like, you know, smiling at the tree or the beautiful nature you found, you can start to talk and say, I just love the tree, it's so pretty, yeah, thank you for letting me take a picture, or like, oh, it's so nice. And that person instantly, hopefully, will melt and not attack you. How can we feel anything in public when we're told we are weird or ugly or not good enough, and we're told that over and over again by the persons in the past who have emotionally bullied us? How do we do that? The admiring at nighttime is better. This is another tip. If you are a nature admirer and you cannot admire the nature the way you want to, as a millennial Gen Z, usually we get the most flack for it, but also Generation X too. X, Z, Y? How also can we get away from people making us feel like we have to be perfect all the time when we really don't? Like, who we are already is good enough. Yeah, so my little tip is to go, if this is safe, I don't know if it's safe for everybody, but if you are safe with this and comfortable with this, go at nighttime. Honestly, for me, if I can go on a bike ride or a walk at nighttime and take pictures and look at flowers at nighttime, that is like the best for me, because number one, I can sneak out of the house without people asking where I'm going, and I have that privacy and independence. Number two, I can look at flowers and nature that I couldn't look at in the daytime because people would think I'm like, you know, I don't know, like think I'm like creeper or like creeping, or looking at nature in the daytime. You know how people think like, oh, doesn't she have a job to go to? Like that kind of. Number three, you can stare longer than you do when you're in the daytime because you have to keep moving people, social distance, like that kind of thing. Gotta keep on moving. And people like are just like I have to walk around you now, like that kind of like look, you know? Like, you're taking a picture, I have to walk around you. I'm very aware of this. It's like, it's not like I'm not aware and I just like stand in people's way. I am very aware of the space I take up because, believe me, the surviving thing, you would get me too. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, so another tip is when something bad is happening, to start thinking of a secret thing you love and smirk about it while the car oh yeah, yes. Oh, okay. Cars passing. Do you ever get scared when cars pass around you? And like, it's like they go like so fast and they rev their motors to startle you, or maybe they're not even startling you, maybe they're just in a rush, but it's just like you're in a neighborhood area where there's lots of nature and you're walking and you're just having fun, and then they do that on purpose. Like, honestly, like, some people will do it, I'm not even joking, because they have like problems with you as what you look like, you know, like it could be anything. It could be anything. Like for me, you could just whatever. It's like, oh, I don't like that person, so I'm gonna rev up and speed faster. You just don't know as a trauma survivor. You don't know. As a survivor, you don't know if they're doing it on purpose, if they're doing it on accident and it is scaring you, but there's an actual threat and, you know, there's something to be worried about. And so when that happens to me, do you do this too? Let me know. On my walks, and there's a car in it, like as I'm walking to the four-way stop, the car is about to stop, I will turn around and walk backwards until they go again, and then I'll go back and then walk across, so that they don't, number one, they don't have to look at me for a long time, because that's really, really awkward and really embarrassing and really nerve-wracking, all that. Number two, I don't waste their time and they get even more mad at how slow I walk, or if I trip in front of them and they laugh, or. And number three, what's the third one, Tanya? I don't have to socialize, because that just breaks me away from the whole reason I'm on a walk to begin with, which is to be with nature and to integrate myself. But socializing breaks the integration process, because it's like there's trauma there. You know, something that I'm really happy about right now, that I really like about this video, is I act like I'm finally warming up to the camera. So however I was acting at the beginning of the video, I wasn't warmed up yet. Now I'm like fully warmed up. Like I stretched, like the blood's flowing, okay? even when you're passing by a car, it's kind of important to have that little bit of dissociation, like to protect yourself. And that's why I called this midnight blossoms and midnight watermelon. Midnight watermelon, midnight blossoms. Yeah, like who looks at blossoms at midnight? Only trauma survivors like us. We'll go walk and look at them so nobody yells at us. Yeah. That's sad. We should see it in the sun at the very beginning of the day. I saw a man walking at nighttime, and he had a physical ailment, and we're driving by and I saw him and I was thinking, I know why he's walking at nighttime. Like it really was heartbreaking. I'm like, is that what I am like at nighttime? It's like, it's not fair. Like, we should be the ones in the sun and the brightest light, enjoying nature instead of hiding our whole lives away, which is a lot of the time what I do. I hide a lot, and I want to change that, and I'm putting that on my channel. Yay. Goal. When the car passes, it gives you a negative feeling when walking by. Instantly say, in your head, like, watermelon, I love this song, or start humming and singing whenever something bad happens. So it helps to, whatever you do, stay happy to get through it. Other people will also call this Jesus. Like if you have Jesus in your mind, it's the same thing. It's the Holy Spirit. Just like the Holy Spirit will protect you. So think of Jesus, think of your favorite Bible verse. That helps a lot. Yeah, I also said, whatever you do, in capitals, this is capitals, whatever you do, stay happy to get through it. Whatever you do, stay happy to get through it. Okay, keep your happiness. Choose your happiness. Do not check out. Claim your happiness. Choose to leave, choose to bounce. I'm gonna bounce. Choose to not accept negativity. So if there's a situation you don't like, if someone's kind of like giving you vibes of like negative stuff, you can bounce. Like you can choose to leave. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to be on that side of the street. You don't have to take the beating. You can walk away. Like, and I guess that's flight mode, but still it's like a choice. I hope you can watch my oxytocin video if you feel like it. It's kind of a fun video. I need to make another series. It really always helped me. All those songs, especially the Sweet Like Chocolate song by Talisa, really helped me a lot in my life. And it's You're sweet like chocolate, girl. Yeah. Set yourself goals. And I'm not just saying like that cliche, like set yourself a goal, but like actually like be like, today I'm gonna go do this. And I'm gonna do these 3 things, like a scavenger hunt, like sleepover.
Did you get the hot list?
Opening now.
Hunt? Hunting what?
Scavenger hunting?
Treat this like the sleepover scavenger hunt. I'm not even joking. And be like, I'm gonna go on a walk by myself. I'm gonna take a picture of myself on the walk, or a video while I'm walking, a selfie, really awkwardly. And number 3, I'm gonna come back in the house, make a smoothie without stirring any issues. I'm going to make a smoothie and I'm gonna go back into my room and I'm gonna be like, I got out unscathed. See, I don't have anything to worry about. That's something that you can try too. It might help, and you'll see that you can build yourself back and it's gonna be all okay. And okay, so sometime I want to also talk about the car accident and how dissociated I was for months. It's so nice to be back. Oh, can we talk about tank tops and tube tops? Girls will wear them down the street. It's not a big deal. Like, don't worry. Like, okay, spaghetti strap, tube tops, like strapless tops, and tank tops. I love all of those. Okay, like I love crop tops. I love bra tops. Like if you just wear a bra and like you just show your tummy and your abs, and then like bike shorts, or like a tennis skirt, or like any kind of pants. Basically, tank tops are so comfortable. I remember having this cute little tank top from Mendocino. It was like this gorgeous cami lace pattern, and it was like a white taupe color, taupe tan, off-white cream color. and it was like this gorgeous top, and I could just wear that with shorts or whatever, and I never felt weird about wearing it inside, like into a store, a coffee shop, or whatever. But nowadays it's like looked down upon so much to wear a tank top in stores. Like you cannot wear like the arms showing. You have to have like a cover up of something. It's like, what? But I was just saying this earlier, like if you wear a tank top down the street, if you know, for example, I think I should take a walk, get some vitamin D on my skin, and get the sun, you know, it's healthy. And so at the same time absorbing with my bare skin the sun, and everybody else has jackets or like sweaters on, because I guess it's kind of cold for some people. I'm okay in the cold, so it's not a big deal, but I'm going out and I'm like soaking up the sun. But it's like people like in their cars will, especially if it's like a work day and like you're out when the normal people are working and you're like walking, it's awkward because people will like stare out the window, and it's kind of like you'd feel like they could just roll down the window and say, hey, what do you think this is, a beach town? Rather than Toronto. Like, this is Toronto, you're gonna dress up, okay, or you're not gonna walk down the street. How trashy of you. It's not a beach town. Like, I can feel people's like judgments, even though I know that it's not wrong to wear a tank top, but I feel so scandalous. Like, I feel like it's like one of the like sluttiest things I could wear is like a tank top. Even like a sports tank top, like this one. Like, this is like unthinkable, like to wear something like this down the street. Oh no, I just messed it up. Okay, isn't that weird? Like, I don't know. Maybe I belong in Florida or something, or Louisiana. Like, I don't know. But it's like, that's the standard. Like, we're basically like, I feel like such a rebel. Joan Jett. Or like the song by Cataluna that goes, I'm the textbook definition of a rebel. I know, I'm such a rebel to wear a tank top. Like, people will wear tank tops more, but like, it's just like, you can't wear a tank top in May? I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me, you know what I mean? Like, I was wearing a black dress to film a video for class back in like 7 years ago, and I went downtown and it was still like a little bit cold out, and the skirt was like above knee level, like it was like 4 inches above the knee, and like everyone I saw was giving me looks like, what the you think you're doing? Like, looking at me like I was like, it was a fashion faux pas to wear that in April. Like, really? Everywhere else in April it's warm. Why can't we wear it here? So I just like, it was kind of cold, and I was shivering, but I had a coffee. I was okay. I wish I had like some kind of like footage of this. I think I have like a picture or something, and I was like, I wrote my status on Facebook, I was like, why am I getting so many looks from people? Like, can you not wear a skirt in April if you want to? Like, it was weird. And anyway, so the tank top thing is like, how come people like me that are in between, you know, working like that, why can't we go outside in nature and wear tank tops? Like, I'm talking about something like this, okay, cropped, but why can't we wear something like this? I don't know. I don't go out much, so, but when I do, I hear that girls wear those kind of tops like in the busy areas, the more city areas. Is this boring talking about tank tops? I hope it's okay. I'm gonna make more videos like this, so. A blossom fell from off a tree, it settled softly on the lips, you turned to me, the gypsy saying, I know why. The falling blossom only touches lips to lie, a blossom fell and very soon. Whenever I wear this top, I get hyper and crazy. Okay, but yeah, those are like examples of tank tops, and part of me wonders if like we're not allowed to wear tank tops because it's too much fun. Is that possibly why? Like, I know it's, number one, it's trashy. Like, people say you can't go in a store if you have like a Y shirt or a what's it called for guys? muscle shirt, that's what it's called for guys. Like you can't wear a muscle shirt or you can't wear flip-flops in certain stores. Not like I wear those all the time. It's just saying, like if I'm going for a tan down the street, you know, with my, and also saving time and doing my workout, and then I want to go get a coffee quick and just pop in and pop out. I can't do that because I'm wearing a tank top. People say, oh, well, just tie a sweater around your waist, it's not a big deal. But I just wanted to bring this up, like, why is it such a bad thing to wear tank tops? Is it too much fun? We have to talk about girls, okay? Girls wear these like high-waisted shorts, jean shorts, with a white crop top, tank top, spaghetti strap with Converse in the summertime, and they go in stores, but they're with their girls, so it's like if they're with a group of girls it's okay, but if you're like not wearing that same kind of outfit, you're not like allowed to go in the store. I don't know, it's like I basically have a stamp on my head that says Target. Hit me, I'm a Target. We should be able to wear tank tops in our neighborhood areas and walk and literally feel gorgeous and cute and like laugh, having fun. And so I'm not trying to say like don't wear classy clothes. I'm saying, so like dress up girl, be Blair Waldorf. I'm just saying that it's not fair that there's so much judgment regarding like what we wear. Not as females, but as males too. I feel bad for men a lot lately. I feel bad for men a lot because of the war on testosterone. They can't open doors for women anymore. They can't kiss women on the hand and go, they can't do that. They can't take off their hats to women anymore. It's like, no, don't do that for me. Not sure what wave of feminism that is, but like it's just everywhere nowadays. Men have it so hard, and at the same time everything's just falling apart. So be yourself. That's like the main message here. Whatever you are, if you're, you know, in touch with the feminine in you or the masculine in you, bring it out, let it shine, and know that you have it in you. You really do. You really do. I'm here to tell you that. So if you're a man and you want to be old-fashioned and tip the hat, and if you want to wear an outfit that's very old-fashioned and retro and commanding, do it, because nobody else does. I'm telling you. If you want to be a soft girl and you want to sing opera like me, and you want to cook and you want to be happy and free, if you want to be soft, wear that tank top. Literally soak up the sun, enjoy being femme and feminine, not feminist, but feminine and sexy and cute and having fun. And that is all about summer, and well, not only summer, but like the whole year. It's all about being you. If you want to be a sexy man, be a sexy man. If you want to be a sexy girl, be a sexy girl. Like, just do it. Just be you. Be ultra peppy and happy. I think like a lot of people have problems with people being themselves and not submitting to the standards of the times. But it's not about that. It's about being classic and timeless and being you. Ultimately being you. If you're old-fashioned and you're classy and you use words like the cavalcade of lights. No, the wreath of convolvuli and rosebuds. If you want to talk like that, why not? Why not say convolvuli of rosebuds? What is a convolvuli? Yeah, if you want to talk like that, do. Like, and if you want to dress like that, do. Guess what song that is? Write in the comments if you know what song that is. Be happy. Like, I think that like my channel started out that way, and then it got a little bit angry, and then it got a little bit traumatized, and then it's like back at where we started at the oxytocin video. This should be the way my channel is. Be happy. And literally, if you have to make people mad by being yourself, be yourself. It matters more to be your true identity than to hide and to submit and to grovel in submission, as Elphaba from Wicked would say, to basically please the people around you. Do what matters to you, because life is so short, time is so short. We need to be ourselves, and if that means being yourself, be yourself. Before everything kind of just got destroyed this year, I feel, and last year, not this year, we need to transcend that. Oh, and also before I read the Bible, I just want to say, someone really amazing, wonderful, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wonderful said to keep dancing through the storms, and yeah, you're right, we gotta keep dancing. So keep dancing through those storms as a survivor and as a wonderful person, a loving person with love in your heart. I know you do. Keep dancing, keep believing in yourself. I believe in you. And also remember, don't give up on you and your identity. Show it to the world, even if it's through baby steps, through slowly getting used to stuff that you don't, you're not really used to doing because it's like awkward, or like staring at nature and gazing, being the male gaze to that flower and literally like gazing at it and like enjoying it, lustfully gazing at nature, which honestly trauma survivors need to do. We need to get that, like, that flow, like, look at that flower, it's so beautiful, you know. It's important to do that. It's important to get that flow through the body, and we sometimes have to do it, even though it's not the most cool popular person thing to do. Sometimes maybe being a popular person is overrated. Maybe it's all about being a person full of love and loving yourself and being all bubbly and happy, and maybe that's actually what life is truly about, like living it as, and not trying to be so much who we're not, you know. I'm thumbing through the Bible right now. I think that we really do protect ourselves the most when we be us. We are the strongest when our spark comes out, when we're sparked up by other sparks, if you know what I mean. But more like if we allow our spark to come out and fight those evil villains through being us. We don't even have to fight. We don't even have to put up the fist, because we already are the eternal spark, the torch race, you know. I shall not sleep from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, right? Like, my sword, the spark of the soul, is already bright enough and vicious enough and powerful enough to beat all our battles for us. It is the Holy Spirit. It is the anointment that someone was talking about. You're right. We are anointed with the Holy Spirit and blessed and anointed with Jesus's Spirit, and it is powerful enough to fight the dark forces at their own game without even doing what they do. We just have to exist. And that is the thing about trauma survivors too, is like, we have access to gifts that are beyond comprehension of those that have not been, and that is why certain talents are shown and evident in both of us, in all of us. I'd love to do more vlogs like this. I hope you guys like this vlog, and it is May 13th 2021 at 1:20 a.m. Okay, I am literally clocking it. If you're like, oh no, this is an old video, I needed to upload my old videos. I hadn't uploaded any of them in so long because of being frozen in trauma and being stuck. And it's not my fault. I don't blame myself. It's just, I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame me. But then again, I think it is the bully's fault. Whoever the bully is. Yeah. Also, one last thing before I read the Bible also is, like, the thing is, do you know that like, narcs never go away? Narcs never go away. Abusers, bullies never go away. You'll run from one, then you'll meet another. And you'll meet another in the weirdest places too. It's if you run from trauma, you'll get re-traumatized. We need to realize this, and we need to heal at a quantum level. Like, I'm not coining the term, Melanie Tanya Evans has said that. But we need to heal at a quantum level, transcending space and time. We need to, you can even heal right now at this very second, and you can make progress, but nobody can see it. You know that you made the progress right at that very moment, right now. Like, you're healing right now. And just like Yana from Figure 8, she's like, the belly fat is dropping. It's dropping right now. It's dropping. It's like, really, is it dropping right now? Because I believe it. And it's the same thing as, if you believe it, you can achieve it. So right now you could be healing and you won't even know it. And the thing is that the next time somebody tries to traumatize you, there needs to be some kind of toolkit that you reach into your belt and you pull out a tool to be able to help you because there needs to be a tool belt. We need to heal. We need to have, our holsters full of different things to use when we are being traumatized again, because it will happen again. Either the abuser comes back from an angle, and it's happened to me just recently. This happened to me physically down the street. They'll come back, or they'll come back as somebody else. Energetically, they'll kind of like, you can't outrun trauma, but you can heal from it, and you can have tools to pull out and use when you need to use them. And you can be braver and stronger than the trauma itself. You can build yourself up to be more powerful through the Holy Spirit, through you, through your spark, to overcome the trauma before it even happens. But a lot of us haven't gotten to that level yet. Let me know if you have. Most of us are still here trying to not even to punch, but to like block. We're just blocking, and the boundaries help keep that. But okay, I'm gonna read the Bible. I promised you I would. I recorded this video. I recorded a bunch of videos, and I woke up and I knocked my backup drive out of my computer onto the floor, and it doesn't work anymore. And I plugged it in twice, and I shouldn't have, but it doesn't work anymore, and it had all my videos on it, and one of the videos was me talking about a breakdown I had at McDonald's. We were in the drive-thru, and I felt like I was going out of body. I was being psychic attacked, and it felt terrifying. It was a panic attack brought on by a psychic attack of negative force energy. Yeah, and the whole thing got deleted. I did a video that day talking about something I shouldn't have talked about, like something about like a location, and I shouldn't have filmed it because it was on that backup drive, and like, I don't know, something in me worked through me and like took it out of the computer and threw it, and not threw it, but like just like yanked it out of the USB drive, and it dangled a bit out of the computer on the side of my desk, and then I realized it's dead. And I just got it 2 months ago, so it had a bit of footage. And anyway, I read the book of Job the day after, when I felt better after this experience. I didn't think I could go to sleep that night. It was so scary. I couldn't eat anything. I ordered chicken nuggets, fries, and a banana strawberry smoothie, because I just wanted to go to bed after that. Like, and I was just like, as I was there, I'm like, I want a smoothie and a chicken nuggets and a fries. And then we went home, and I know I'm rambling, but I went home and I ate like 2 chicken nuggets and fries and the smoothie, and I fell asleep. And it was so scary, and I knew I wouldn't be eating anything else, so I wanted some protein from the chicken nuggets, but I know that's not healthy. I know. It was happening at the drive-thru. I felt there's ringing in my ear, like it was almost like they were attacking, like they were attacking. Where is the book of Job? I literally turned to the Bible the next morning when I woke up, and the Bible, like, it was the only thing I could think of when I woke up was Jesus. And I'm going to find it. 14 here, I think I found it. And then there's the book of Psalms right after that. No wonder. I know I haven't read the whole Bible yet. It's something I want to do. One of my goals. I think it might be here. Alright, so I found it. It is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 21. Did I do that right? It's the 5. We're at the 5. Call if you will, but who will answer you? Oh yes, and somebody also said to me that they love my heart. This was a YouTube comment. I think some man named Miguel or something. He said, I love your heart for not wanting to have pork in your fridge and wanting to buy a whole new fridge. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I just really, really want... I don't want pork in my fridge at all. I don't want the carcass of a pig near my food or anything. So, yes. I'm doing my hair because this is important, and I want it to look good because, well, I care about this, and I want it to put the best effort forward to read this verse for you. It meant a lot to me to just flip and open to this page, and it related a lot because I ate eggs for breakfast, but more than that, than eating eggs for breakfast, flipping to the page and knowing I'm safe. And knowing that Jesus is always in my heart and Jesus Christ will always be with us. Alright, so number 5. Call if you will, but who will answer you? To which of the holy ones will you turn? Resentment kills a fool, and envy slays the simple. I myself have seen a fool taking root, but suddenly his house was cursed. His children are far from safety, crushed in court without a defender. The hungry consume his harvest, taken it even from among thorns, and the thirsty pant after his wealth. For hardship does not spring from the soil, nor does trouble sprout from the ground. Yet man is born to trouble, as surely as sparks fly upward. But if it were I would appeal to God. I would lay my cause before him. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. He bestows rain on the earth. He sends water upon the countryside. The lowly he sets on high, and those who mourn are lifted to safety. He thwarts the plans of the crafty, so that their hands achieve no success. And that line was just like, oh my goodness, I am supposed to be, with God right now. No wonder I'm having this psychic attack, because God wants to let me know that he loves me and he's protecting me more than any kind of, I guess, black witchcraft, if you would, like voodoo kind of stuff. Like, even if we don't understand how, he still is there for us. So he catches the wise in their craftiness, and the schemes of the wily are swept away. Darkness comes upon them in the daytime. At noon they grope as in the night. And that was interesting because it was around noon when I was recording the video. It was probably like 2 p.m. or something when I woke up. It was like 11 probably, and I'm glad I looked up so that I knew my camera was gonna not want to record this. Like, the battery or the video would not work because it's the Bible. The camera doesn't want to record that. I do. He saves the needy from the sword in their mouth. He saves them from the clutches of the powerful. So the poor have hope, and injustice shuts its mouth. Okay? Blessed is the man whom God corrects, so do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. For he wounds, but he also binds up. He injures, but his hands also heal. From 6 calamities he will rescue you. In 7 no harm will befall you. In famine he will ransom you from death. And in battle, from the stroke of the sword, you will be protected from the lash of the tongue. And need not fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine, and need not fear the beasts of the earth, for you will have a covenant with the stones of the field, and the wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your tent is secure. You will take stock of your property and find nothing missing. No thief will come. You will know that your children will be many, and your descendants like the grass of the earth. You will come to the grave in full vigor, like sheaves gathered in season. We have examined this, and it is true, so hear it and apply it to yourself. Job. Then Job replied, if only my anguish could be weighed, and all my misery be placed on the scales, it would surely outweigh the sand of the seas. No wonder my words have been impetuous. And number 17 says, Hebrew Shaddai, here and throughout. Sick with something in February, there's a whisper in my ear that said El Shaddai, and that whisper was there all of 2018 and 2017, I think. And I've also heard there was a whisper in my left ear that said Erasmus. It was like a snake whisper. That was scary, and I don't know if there's like a Mount Erasmus in the Bible. I'm not really sure. I have to look that up, but I was too scared to look it up because it's kind of creepy, but I'd like to know. Really. God is here and throughout. The arrows of the Almighty are in me. My spirit drinks in their poison. God's terror are marshaled against me. Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass, or an ox bellow when it has fodder? Is tasteless food eaten without salt, or is there flavor in the white of an egg? I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Which is weird because I was like sick of the food that I was eating. I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Oh, that I might have my request, for God would grant what I hope for, that God would be willing to crush me, to let loose his hand and cut me off. Then I would still have this consolation, my joy in unrelenting pain, that I had not denied the words of the Holy One. What strength do I have that I should still hope? What prospects that I should be patient? Do I have the strength of stone? Is my flesh bronze? Do I have any power to help myself now that success has been driven from me? A despairing man should have the devotion of his friends. Even though he forsakes the fear of the Almighty, But my brothers are as undependable as intermittent streams, as the streams that overflow when darkened by thawing ice and swollen with melting snow, but that cease to flow in the dry season, and in the heat vanish from their channels. Caravans turn aside from their routes. They go up into the wasteland and perish. The caravans of Tema took their, no, the caravans of Tema took for water. The traveling merchants of Sheba look in hope. They are distressed because they had been confident. They arrive there only to be disappointed. Now you two have proved to be of no help. You see something dreadful and are afraid. Have I ever said, give me something on my behalf? Pay a ransom from me for your wealth. Deliver me from the hand of the enemy. Ransom me from the clutches of the ruthless. Teach me, and I will be quiet. Show me where I have been wrong. How painful are honest words. But what do your arguments prove? Do you mean to correct what I say and treat the words of a despairing man as wind? You would even cast lots of the fatherless and barter away your friend, but now be so kind as to look at me? Would I lie to your face? Relent, do not be unjust. Reconsider, for my integrity is at stake. Is there any wickedness on my lips? Can my mouth not discern malice? Does not man have hard service on earth? Are not his days like those of a hired man, like a slave longing for the evening shadows, or a hired man waiting eagerly for his wages? So I have been allotted for months of futility, and nights of misery have been assigned to me. When I lie down, I think, how long before I get up? The night drags on, and I toss till dawn. The night drags on, and I toss till dawn. So even the last line, the night drags on and I toss till dawn, was like what I was experiencing. So I also wanted to say, I had a dream that it was like in the future, and we were at like a hot dog stand with my family, and we're all getting food, and you had to line up in a line. And there was an Indian lady in front of me, and she was kind of like there was like some kind of altercation with the guy at the hot dog stand and the lady, but I saw the sky like sun setting and everyone was going crazy. Like the sun was setting and everyone's going crazy because it was gonna be the beginning of the 3 days of darkness, where the entire grid goes down and like the Wi-Fi is gone, and it was gonna start, and everyone was gathering food and everything, and I was in the car with a few people, and they were like, yeah, like it's gonna happen, like everyone's preparing, because you know, like it was like common news. It was weird, and like it was scary, and I've had a dream like that before, a little bit different. It was just all dark, everything was dark, but this one was like, we're going to like prepare, and to me I was scared because I was like, that's the last time I get to see the blue sky. That's how long? Like I was thinking in my head, how long am I gonna deal with the darkness and stuff? And so it's scary. I wonder what you guys think, and I wish someone would rescue me when the time happens, but you know what I mean. But is that all I wanted to say? Is that a full update of everything? I guess so, and I'm ready to make another one of these soon about like a routine or whatever. If you guys want to like see like my cooking routines, or I know I ask for so many requests and I don't fulfill, like I don't serve enough, and I really should. So yeah, but like I'd like to know vlog wise. I think I should just make vlogs and just create because that's what I like doing. So I missed you guys. This is my kind of trauma vlog, I guess, and a lot has gone on. My appearance has changed a little bit, but we are going down. Ryan Cabrera on the way down. On the way down, I saw you and you saved me from myself. If there's any imperfections, yeah, I've been through a lot. Everyone has, but like through a lot this year, and it sucked, and it's time to get out of it and have fun. Have fun in every way, and like live life fully. Live your best life, and always be a princess. Let me know if you want this. If you don't want this, but yes, if you want this, let me know. I can think of one very special, beautiful, wonderful, amazing soul friend that I know that would look fantastic with this on. You know who you are. And anyway, yeah, I thought it would be cute, but Hopefully if I ever meet you again, I'll give you this. And thank you for liking Bat for Lashes. It's kind of crazy that you like that song because, not that song, but like all of the songs, because I don't know, it just feels like you can get my energy signatures and it's so cool. Like I like remember saying Bat for Lashes, Bat for Lashes. It's like when I said it, I didn't think it through, but it was just like, and like I like to think that maybe you can feel those energy signatures. And thank you for listening to it. I'm gonna post Pearl's Dream, the one I did in high school, because I don't know, it's just good memories of that band, that artist. She was my favorite singer in 2009. Like Bat for Lashes was my favorite singer in 2009, and it got me through a really rough breakup thing going. It was kind of like a breakup, but and her music was like the thing that took me away from trauma in that summer, and away from loneliness, and it was just really beautiful. I'll always remember her music, and always like kind of, I guess back then I really wished that I could listen to it with somebody, and now it's like, oh, someone like likes that song too. It's like, whoa, okay. I'd like to hope that you liked it. I mean, maybe you didn't like it, but like I like to hope that you liked it, even though it was like, I was so mad that you put it in the video and you were like talking bad about her, like saying the symbolism, and I got really offended. And that was one of the things that I like freaked out about, because I was like, oh, so and so hates me, but it's not true, and I know that now. I know things can get lost in translation, and also we can, I guess, get like a little bit, like sometimes people that have gotten hurt on accident by other people get like mean or like defensive, and I think I was at the butt end of the defense, and I was like, oh, like you don't like me, you hate my music, you want to hurt me back. Like that's what I kind of gathered from it. Probably wasn't intentional on your part, I know that now. You know, like if you like that band and I like that band, I'm like so happy. Like it made me so happy to think maybe that person just put that in the video because they like it and we both like the same music, and like that's fine. We already apologized to each other, and that's honestly what matters. And I just think if you ever wonder like, oh, why was she mad at me, thinking that the mirror thing was about me too. I thought the mirror thing was about me. I don't know, I think it was, but like I was like, damn, we're both like assuming stuff about each other when we don't even have to. We could just like, if we could talk, oopsie. If we could talk to each other, we could like sort it all out. No guilt, nothing like that. It just could have been like communication. Yeah. That's what I regret, is like, if you wonder if like, oh, do you regret anything? It's like, yeah, I regret not communicating with you more, feeling like I couldn't talk to you to sort the little details out of like, you know, the Bat for Lashes thing or the Una thing, like, and like Una looked so good behind you, and I always will think that. And I loved how I called out to you in that Blood Moon video. Like I still think about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I like actually talked to him in that video, and like hopefully he saw it, and you did see it, and I think you did. Yeah, you have seen it. Yeah. And I thought it's easier to, well, anyway, yeah. I'm just happy that you saw it and that you like Bat for Lashes, and we both like Bat for Lashes. It's cool. Like not very many people know her. Like it's like so obscure. Like I could just mention the names of somebody and they're like, huh? I don't know who that is. Like it's so funny that you cared enough to like look it up, and it's wonderful. It just shows how there's only one of you, and that you're very rare and unique and one of a kind, one in a million, really. And yeah, I like to think that you come back to watch my videos too. I really didn't think you did for such a long time. Funny, just like the end credits, like people don't have to stay for this. This is like the end of the outro where we're just like talking like on a live stream. But I really didn't think that you would come back to watch my channel, which is funny because like, I mean, of course I guess people would, but it's so awkward because like I'm sure the stuff I posted, like I wasn't consciously aware that my crush at the time was, my crush was like watching it, and like that was so weird, like to know that like I was posting stuff that I wouldn't think that you'd see. And so it's like, thinking back, I don't know if I was happy about what I posted back then, and I was just trying to like distract myself at the time. And so it's really nice to know that now, after the storm has passed, I don't know, the storm, after like everything kind of settles and it's like, oh, well, it took me so long to realize that. Like, it took me so long to know that it was for me, and that you came back to watch my page and cared so much about it. It's nice. Yeah, if you're still watching this, because like I wonder if someone is watching this right now, but like if you're still watching this, you can always email me if you want. And I was really hurt that you didn't email me, and like I know, like boo-hoo, so sad, but like really I was mad that it took you that long to tell me. And why couldn't you have told me sooner that you came back? Like if you came back, you know I would be like so happy to know that at the time. But I didn't know you were actually watching my videos. I didn't know you were actually like I didn't know that like one of them was for me. I didn't even know the one mentioning BFL was for me. I thought to myself, no, I'm so crazy and stupid, and like how could I think that? But like, yeah, and now I know, and it's just like, well, I had so much hatred and grudge in my heart, thinking that how inappropriate of me to talk about this on my channel, but like I really don't care. There are worse things people do anyway. This is out of love, and I can't believe you came back. I wish that if I could ask you one thing, I'd ask you, why can't we be dancing right now? Like, why can't we be talking all the time? Like every day? Like, why did the communication have to be cut off if things are different now? And also, why can't we be dancing? Why can't we know each other? I just don't understand. I know things are weird on both of our ends. I know it's like confusing, but I hope I don't sound like cliche asking these things, but I just do wonder why. It's okay to wonder why. Time is so short, and I think that, I know I shouldn't be rushing, like there's no rush, but like I think that maybe I should just say it. It's been confusing. Really confusing, but fun, and cool to know that you still like my music and that you come back to my channel, and that was cool to know. And if only I could get to know you better, because you're Mr. Mystery. Remember that Bloodman video, and I was like sitting on the floor and I was like tearing up, and it was so serious, and now I think back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it wasn't like, no one should have felt so bad about love. If it really is love, if it's like a tender thing, if it's a hit it and quit it thing, if it's like there's no feelings, I just want to like power play, sure, there's like, I mean, that would be horrible. But if it's love, like love is so much deeper than anything. I meant to say it's worth it. My camera cut off. But yeah, two Christ-filled people meeting and connecting and loving. I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, let me know what you think. I don't know. I was mad for a very long time because I was so confused. What was going on, okay? Like a lot of the time I was really confused. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. I was very confused. It was unclear, miscommunication, and I just thought that you hated me. And I thought it was just like a jab, like just jab, jab, jab. I just hate her, hate her, hate her. But then after a certain while I realized that maybe there's more to the story than what we knew, what I knew about everything. And here I am now, and I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I wanted to say that, and I want to say, if you want, I can email you. If you want, you can email me. It would be cool to connect with you. Like, if that's okay with you now, and if, like, things are different. I love being myself rather than conforming. So, yeah. I'll take you up on that. Take me up on it. Take me up on it and email me if you want. And take me up on it to have that dance to I Belong to You by Lenny Kravitz. You get to choose a location. You get to choose what we wear. Like, is it going to be formal? Or actually that's not very formal. Like, it sounds like it could be done in like a nature area. I'm weird. Okay. The first time I ever meet you, by the way. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But the first time I ever meet you, whether it's alone or with my boyfriend, if whatever it is, I kind of wish that you and me would meet at like a ballroom Viennese style dance. I know, it's like, what? I want to meet both of us dressed up to the nines and a gown and your regalia that you wear and regal manners and etiquette flowing through us as we dance the night away. We waltz. A gala, you know, kind of thing. Like, oh, that's the only way I would want to meet you. So hopefully we somehow get to some galactic gala. Is there such a thing? And hopefully you kiss my hand with my glove on, and you kiss my hand and you say, can we have this dance? Shall we dance? And then we dance and we talk and we get to know one another, and we finally like hug and become friends. And well, not become friends, no, we why do I always say friends? Boy, we more than friends. Boy, we like more than friends. But it'll be fun to hang out and like hang out at a gala ball. Yeah, that's the only way we'd meet. I've already been set on it, so if there's no gala ball, we're not meeting. And if we aren't dressed up to the nines in some beautiful gown and regalia, then we can't meet. We're not meeting at a brunch place. We're not having avocado on toast. We're going to be at a gala ball. And you're gonna take me out in the moonlight onto the stone patio, kind of like Beauty and the Beast, really, and kiss my hand and talk to me about everything that's happened and how you feel and where you're at. You'd think an email would be easier. You'd think Skype would be easier. Oh my goodness. But I'm serious, like that is my favorite idea. Okay, second would be like a restaurant, hopefully like seafood restaurant. I wonder if you like seafood, because both of us are from the Balkans, okay? I am still the biggest fangirl ever. But yeah, for trauma survivors, this is like a side note, it's good to go slow with stuff. Just go slow, take your time. Like, go as slow as you can, but then speed up when you have to, but like slow. You don't have to produce on a factory line. But yeah, it would be really nice to meet at a gala or a seafood restaurant. And I'm like, okay, do you like seafood and feta cheese like I do? I wonder if we like have the same food taste because we're both from the Balkans. We're both Balkan. So that means like cheese and sausages and meats and seafood. Yeah, and vegetables. There will be other things to eat. I don't know why that's so important to me. It would just be fun to eat together. I don't know. It's an aphrodisiac. Yeah. Like chocolate. Oh, that's true. If it's an aphrodisiac, like you kind of want to share that with somebody that you like. right? You want to be able to eat it together. Yeah. So that's maybe why I guess in my cooking video I made the fish because I'm like, but why didn't I do something like more creative, like calamari? Did I say is that Italian? Calamari? Well, I should have made calamari and shrimp or something, or like some seafood platter instead of just a regular old salmon. I don't know. Basic. So basic. Really. I took it out of context when you said that your one only finger will be gone with the wind. Oh no. Yeah, if I ever saw you cook and if it was not good or something bad happened when you're cooking, it's not like I'm gonna like, I think it was just a funny joke. To this day, I still think I'm way worse at cooking. I heard the standards in Australia are extremely far higher than Canada. My friend actually lived in Melbourne. I feel like my video would never cut it in the Melbourne industry. I heard that the cafes are extremely competitive with the baristas and stuff like that, so no wonder I used to watch MasterChef Australia before I even knew you or met you like in person or whatever. Like I used to watch MasterChef Australia just for fun because Canada somehow is obsessed with MasterChef Australia. On the elliptical, I watch the TV, and the one channel I go to is a cooking channel, and they always had that playing when I was at the gym. And I didn't want to watch it necessarily, no offense, I don't know. And then I would watch it every time I went there. Oh, I actually like this show. And then I'd learn how to cook these strange, beautiful dishes that put so much effort, like they put so much effort into the food. And another lady was at the elliptical beside me, and she's like, what channel is that? Because I want to watch that too. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting how things happen. And when I met you, I was like, so now when I said, oh, I think I did like that raspberry ganache recipe and someone disliked it, and I hope I didn't offend anybody by saying it was from MasterChef Australia, because honestly it was from MasterChef, and I was looking up the ganache recipe that I had seen at the gym when it was, yeah, it really did sound like I was trying to like say something with that. I didn't mean to though, but there are times when I've actually like planted things in my videos to be like, and not to like necessarily call out, but to like, I plant little things in the video just to satisfy myself with how the way things were going, like the way I felt about everything, because like I still felt, I just didn't always feel the same. I hope I'm not doing this on purpose for you to comment below again. Like I know I learned my lesson not to. Oh yeah, by the way, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the comment that I left that, yeah, I went too far on that one. I believed a lie about something, and I definitely should not have posted the name. I forgot all about the thing not to say the name, and I said the name, and then I'm like, oh darn it, wow, I wasn't thinking. So yeah, you'd think I would know. You'd think that like I would know not to do that. I'm sorry if that got you in trouble, or I'm sorry also if it was like so awkward and you had to take it down. Yeah, I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to step on toes. I don't want to impose or like, but like I can't lie, I've been wanting to like call you out in a video for a while, and I don't care if that sounds desperate, like I just did. Feelings are real and love is so important, and so yeah, I'm letting it just be and show, and I hope that's okay. I just really like you, and I hope that you see this video, and when you do, I hope you know like, oh, she's not doing this to get me in trouble. Like the dance video was not to get you in trouble either, but I just really like you, and I still do, and I still want you to know like it's all good, and like I wish I could talk to you more. I'm sorry for that comment, because last July I was like, okay, it's now or never. I'm gonna like tell him to email me, like it's going down, I'm gonna be rough about it, I'm gonna be assertive. Like that never works. Like that bitter, angry, defensive way of talking doesn't help anything. I know like the truth and the behind it all, and like I'm sure both of us know that it's all behind us, but I just don't want there to be any, I don't want you to think like I didn't want to like threaten. I just wanted to be like, hey, I I want to talk to you, and you're being rude by not messaging me at the time. That's what I thought. So message me and stop being around the bush about it, and I've been waiting to hear back from you, and blah, 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 and then I said the name and I shouldn't have. So yeah, I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry, and like I really like you, and yeah, I really like you, and I really like to talk to you, and I think you're really cool. We have the same music taste. That says enough, okay? That says enough. And I know I took some of your songs and put them on my playlist. I know I did that. You know I did that. I know I did that. I learned some artists from you. I know. Same with you. I know. It's fine. It's okay. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I learned some artists from you. About the taking the songs thing, if you ever asked me, I'd be like, yeah, that's from you. But I know, like, underneath I know you wouldn't mind, and I think that you'd be like, yeah, glad you like them, like you said. And we, like, underneath it all though, like, sometimes it surprises me, things that you would randomly add that I would never think, like, I would never think that you'd like that music. I'm like, oh my gosh. And yes, I was creeping on your playlist, and I was creeping on your videos. Naturally, yes, okay? Yeah. You know, I know, we know, clearly. Is that okay? I hope that's okay. Yeah, I always thought you were really cool, and you're a lot like me in many ways. I already know that, like I can feel that from watching your videos. So just know that I'd be really happy to hear from you. I'd like to know you, like who you are. I want to know like what you do. I want to know like what you like. I want you to know me. So it would be cool to Skype or like email or FaceTime, email, text, or whatever. It would be really cool. Am I wrong about thinking that? Hopefully I'm not like pressuring you. I'm totally not. Like I understand, like if you need time to like be you and like find yourself too, like I'm finding myself, like nothing wrong with that. I would assume a lot of people say that about you who know you personally. I would assume that everybody thinks you're a really nice, good guy, and I'm still here cheering you on. There's nobody quite like you. Yeah, like something I really realized is that if you love and if you have feelings, let them show, and tell that person, and like don't hold back. And so that's what I'm doing. And when I posted Your Love is King, I really didn't think that it would look postable at all, because like when I filmed it I was like, I hope I don't look like I gained weight. I hope I don't look like my hair's a different color than it's supposed to be in my video. I hope the lighting looks okay. I hope my makeup looks okay. Like there's all these things that are like anxieties of not having done a video in such a long time. And I was just like, I don't care, I'm gonna do this for me. Like I wanted to make this cover years ago. When I edited the video, I was like pleasantly surprised at how gorgeous I thought I looked, and also the makeup and like the lighting, and it was nice to see that turn out the way it did. I was very proud of it, and posting it felt really great to be able to start posting other songs that I really love too. So it's just like, it's weird though, like the Alizé covers do not look like the Your Love is King. It's like they look different. I don't know why. This is a big catch up, right? But I had no idea that filming Your Love is King would bring back all the memories and all the little moments and nuances that were forever timeless in my heart that I remember. There's no one quite like you out there, and I will be honest about that. And I think it is true. And just like me, there's nobody else just quite like me either. So yeah, it brought everything back, and that's why this is kind of happening. And you're probably like, whoa, I healed from a lot of the wounds. I forgave, and I also remembered how I felt, and also I really, really did feel unconditional love. And it'll always be like that. And I know maybe you don't agree, or you don't feel the same way. And that's fine. That is totally fine. But I can't take that back. It's as wild as the wildflowers. And honestly, I just have to let it be, and yeah, and it's part of healing and everything too. So it's really nice to be back in this tank top and this fig Burt's Bees. If you guys are wondering, this is the fig by Burt's Bees. Yeah, so I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you very well. I hope it tickles you and touches you and flatters you. I hope it doesn't hurt you, harm you, or make you feel uncomfortable. I hope it lights you up and sparks you up like I feel whenever I watch one of your videos, or whenever I see a picture of you, or a memory, or whatnot, or hear a certain song, and it's like, it's okay. It's natural. I just want, it's natural, and it's not embarrassing, and it's not degrading, and it's not desperate. It's not despo. But it's not despo to be honest and be true. And this needs to happen, and I need to post this video, and just like the blood moon video, and I want it to be raw, and I want it to be real, which I'm being, and truthful, and myself, and comfortable when I'm talking about this. I don't want to be like someone who I'm not, and hard, and like trying to be popular and cool. We both love horses. Like, I mean, I can't say I love horses because I stopped liking them, but I used to love horses when I was younger. And when you were talking about horses, I was like, oh wow. I used to go horseback riding, and I used to volunteer at a stable place, and I hated washing the horses. I know I didn't take care of them, and I didn't know, like the other girls did, how to take care of the horses, but it was beautiful being with them. It was very gentle energy, very cool. Honestly, like, who gets to volunteer at a horse place? I should have done that like more, because it was very, very calming. But the people, I didn't really get along with the people. They're very strict people, very kind of unpleasant energy. But the horses themselves were beautiful and interesting, and like, it was like this, I can't describe it. It was very beautiful. Yeah. So when you were talking about horses, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, we should go horseback riding. Dressed up though, elegant horseback riding. Oh, that'd be fun one day, maybe. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I hope you love this video, and I don't want to harm or hurt or make anything awkward or weird. I don't want any negativity. Like, this is not for negativity. I just wanted to finally make this video after a while, and hoping you're doing okay, amazing, and missing you, and hoping that one day we can talk when the time is right for both of us. I believe that we will. I'm a crazy girl thinking that this is actually going to happen one day, but I do believe that you and me we'll have a lot of fun and talking and everything. I know. Just know that I love with all my heart. Hopefully this isn't cringe or embarrassing, but honestly, like, everything is embarrassing nowadays. So like, you can't win. You can't win. I'm not trying to be desperate, but you never know. People might be like, wow, she's desperate. But like, then again, I'm not like asking for anything except like to meet you, really. Just to meet you and like give you a big hug, and that's it. Like, I don't know. That's all I expect, at least. That's all I expect. Yeah. So, and if it doesn't work out or whatever, it's like, it existed. I'm happy that I'm okay. I'm at peace with it, and that's it. I'm happy that I'm at peace with it, and life can go whichever way. It's just like, okay, I'm happy now. And that makes all the difference. It's such a change, because I was so mad about it in the past. I saw it as a full-on manipulation. I thought it was manipulated. I thought that we were both manipulated from it, and we both were at war, we're enemies, It's so wonderful when two people who thought each other were enemies can make up and realize there was no one wanted to cause any harm. Hopefully you can see that in this video, and I know you're good at picking up on energy like I am. So hopefully you can feel out this video and see if my energy is right, because I'm trying to be as true as possible and also hold myself as well as possible, because this is such an important video to me, but I'm not being fake and I'm not being like trying to come off one way or the other. I'm being me, and that's the best part of videos, that I don't have to pretend to be anybody. I'm just me. And like, it's cool. Like the oxytocin video, I was just like, yeah, side boob. Like, I don't know why I just cared. Like, I just like went for it. Oh, I think that's the best part of someone, is being themselves. And like, even if you think like, oh, just edit it out, it's like too much talking about this or that, or like, it's the best part is just being you. It's like you and me go to the same college or the same school, and we're like, we see each other in class and we're like, oh hey, what's up? And like, we sit down and we're like, I don't know why I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about going to the same college as you. I'm thinking about sitting down in class and being like, oh hey, what's up? What's up? And like, there's some kind of energy, like you just know, like that person, like there's some kind of like, you know, but like at the same time you're like, oh, they're a friend though, like you can't go. But then again, they're really cool, and both people are like, oh, I feel you, like vibes, like, you know, like that kind of thing, where it's like there's that respect. They're like, yep, we're friends, but that guy, there's totally vibes with him, and like there's totally like vibes, like flirtatious vibes. Like, I'm trying to like be as communicative as possible, because I'm not good at communicating. Okay, yeah, as I said in my oxytocin video, it's all about connection. Like, we are connective beings, and the social connections we make with people, even though traumatized victims are so antisocial because we don't want to be social, because we don't want to get hurt again. But anyway, as beings, as humans in general, we like to connect, and love is the way we make connections with people, with family, and it's an important part. And we are little bubbles of energy floating, and it's what's inside of us instead of what's outside of us that matters. And it's like, the inside, we're beautiful bubbles of everything, you know, and we've filled to the brim. And oh yeah, I read the Cain and Abel thing, and I was like, wow, that actually, like the link that you put, I'm like, okay, that actually makes sense. Like, that Cain is filled and Abel is not. I kind of understand that. Like, I feel like I'm basically Cain in a way. Like, I'm Cain because I have it. Like, I have something in me. It's very telling. Sorry, my back hurts. I have to like spine roll. Okay. My, like, the thing inside me is like, it's there. Like, there is something. It's filled. It's not like empty. So yeah. That's why I can keep talking, and people call me spicy. They're like, Tanya, you're so spicy. You keep talking. You have always something to say. You always have something to say, and you never stop talking because you always have something else to like talk about. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, that's so nice. Yeah, I hope I'm not like on the list of bad Geminis, because I really don't mean to be a drama. I love drama and I love theater, but I don't love drama as in like fighting, because I'm trying to avoid that, you know? I love love. I'm a love girl. Like, I'm like, love. And Jesus. I shouldn't be putting the peace signs up because we know what that is. But I'm like a love girl, and like I'm definitely not like a typical Gemini for that. So I am not one of the bad Geminis. Hopefully you know that. I'm just a little bit wild. Yes. Selfish. Sometimes a little selfish. I could work on that. And a little bit what's that word when you, oh, impulsive. I'm impulsive because I'll just do something out of the blue and it's like, pff. But Lenny Kravitz is a Gemini, and I like him, and I feel like him and I would be like the same kind of Gemini. Like, he wants to be free, he wants to like flutter around. He's not like a mean person, he's not a drama person, so like I'm one of the Geminis that don't like drama, but you'd assume when you first meet me that I am. Like when I walk into the room with high heels, it's like, oh, that girl is like a mean girl. But I'm not a mean girl. I can act like a mean girl if I have to, but I'm not a mean girl. I promise I'm not a mean girl, like. But I can totally, like, my songs that I post on my playlist are, some of them are kind of mean. But it's not like I'm like the one saying it. Oh, but then there was I don't. Yeah, I need to redo that. Like, I need to, like, I want to redo that. Like, it's not like I need to, it's like I want to redo it. I wish I could do like a retake of it and be like, I do. But it wasn't like the first one I posted was for connection I knew that was really rude out of the blue to me, and it really hurt me, and I didn't expect him to be so rude and really deeply personally rude to me. And I needed to make an outlet of expression for it, and I did I don't. I was like, oh, Mariah Carey came up with a new song, I'm gonna do that one. But I decided to redo that one, and then I decided to channel all my energy that I was angry at about you and channel it into that video and post it, which was really just pointless because I guess I just wanted to show, like, don't mess with me. Like, I can be defensive if you are mean to me, which people want to show that because they don't want to get hurt or used, right? But, like, honestly, Jesus doesn't tell us to do that in the Bible. Jesus has gotten angry. That's true. He's gotten angry when he has to be angry, but he doesn't tell us go and hurt people with your words and go and, like, be bitter and hold grudges. That's not what Jesus says. I think I was really confused about what was going on at the time, and I saw all these, like, different things. I assumed, and I took everything the wrong way. I'm still kind of confused. In my mind, it's very clear and simple. It's like, it's that guy in class. Like, it's that guy in class that you, like, sit down and, like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, there's that feeling. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, did you do the homework? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, did you? Like, and then there's other people that come in and, like, you just, like, side-eye each other and, like, there's that feeling. And, like, you, like, look each other up and down. It's like, there's that feeling. And it's like, even though we're friends, it's like, there's that feeling. And then there's tension. It's just like, I'm going to dance with Billy. And you're like, I'm not going to the dance with anyone now. Oh, okay, whatever. And then I go to the dance with Billy, and then all of a sudden you're, like, mad. And then I'm like, why are you mad at me? Oh, now, like, there's tension, and then the enemies. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a common story. But underneath, it's like, I liked you, you like. It's like, you know, it's like two people, like, have feelings that they can't express, and it gets miscommunicated, and then it just causes tension. And you know what? I could also be really dramatizing this or overthinking it, and maybe there are no feelings on one side. There's only feelings on this side. And I hope you like this video. I hope I did it justice. Again, these are hard to make sometimes. And I'm gonna say goodbye now. And sorry for my ultra happy mood. This is me, and I don't like to fake it anymore. I don't want to fake it anymore. I just want to be myself and keep losing weight. I keep going and I just want to be myself and heal trauma and help others, not hurt anybody, not expose anything, nothing like that. But yeah. Okay, yeah, hopefully this wasn't too much. So take care, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're doing wonderfully, and I wish the best for you as always too, and always watching and loving your videos. Hopefully you're watching mine too. I don't know. And yeah, it's always fun to talk to you, even indirectly like this. Talk to you later. I hope everybody else is doing well too. Sorry, I just thought, well, I was like, I'm having a conversation one way with one person. So I hope you guys are also enjoying these crazy videos and just, like, okay with these vlogs, because honestly, like, when people switch up their channel, they lose subscribers. I might, and I know that I've already lost friends on Facebook. Like, I've actually lost friends on Facebook within the last year, and it's been like crazy because I really was close friends with certain people, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like they deleted me, like that's it. And it's hard to face that. And I'll do a whole new video on losing friends and stuff too, but like losing subscribers, I know like it's gonna happen, like if I do vlogs and different things other than covers, but it's okay. And it's also okay to still do covers, but I just want to do everything. Life is life, right? There's so much to life, and yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, bye everybody. And I will always keep loving with my heart, no matter what. Hello to the new people too. Hi, and talk to you guys soon.